Here at Preach the Word Ministries, our passion is to help people. Our weekly devotion is all about life. It's about love, insight, faith, and encouragement. We want to share the love of God. We want to offer insight into circumstances, strengthen your faith, and encourage you in your everyday walk. Now here's another Life Series Weekly with Evangelist McClure.
Hey friends, the word I want to share with you today is relax. God is in charge. Psalm chapter 37 begins by saying, "Do not fret because of evildoers, nor be envious of the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb." The whole theme of Psalms 37 is relax. Just relax. Don't fret. What does it mean to fret? It means to eat or to gnaw into, to cause to suffer emotional strain or to become vexed or worried. And there's a lot of times in our everyday life when that's exactly what happens. We are suffering from emotional strain. We are vexed. We are worried. The following verses begin to show us how we can relax and know that God is in charge, that He's going to take care of us, of our families, of our situations, and of every problem that we have. He's going to be there. One of those verses is this: trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and feed on His faithfulness. Trust, he says. Trust. The word says, trust in the Lord with all your heart. Lean not to your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will direct your path. One of the things that often throws us off and causes us to become so much more vexed and worried is that we really do fail sometimes to trust God. But as we grow in Him, He can teach us that trusting Him, there's nothing better. The next verse says, delight yourself also in the Lord, and He shall give you the desires of your heart. There are a lot of people that want God to give them the desires of their heart, but the first thing there is this: God says, delight yourself in me. What does it mean to delight ourselves in the Lord? It really means to make yourself pliable in His hand. You become soft and pliable in the hand of the Lord. It's kind of like how the potter does the clay. That clay becomes soft in His hands, and He's able to work with it what He wills and make it into the vessel that He wants it to be. And that's the way the Lord is. And if you'll make yourself that way in His hands, then He will give you the desires of your heart. As He begins to shape you, He shapes those desires into something that can benefit Him and glorify Him. The next thing He says is commit your way to the Lord. Psalm 37 says, commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in Him, and He shall bring it to pass. Commitment. Did you know that when we begin to say, well, I love the Lord, or I love Jesus, or I know that He loves me, do you know that real love boils down to a commitment? It's a choice that we make. So in our love for the Lord, it has to be shown by our commitment. This is how we can relax and know that God is in charge, by trusting Him, by delighting in Him, and by committing to Him. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Go ahead and make the commitment. Don't worry. Just make the commitment. Don't think about what you can't do or what you can do or what you're not able to do. It's not about your ability. It's about your availability. Just commit to Him, and then He will lead you. Some of the following verses in Psalm 37 says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who brings wicked schemes to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Do not fret. It only causes harm. But the meek shall inherit the earth and shall delight themselves in the abundance of peace. The wicked plots against the just and gnashes at him with his teeth. The Lord laughs at him, for He sees that his day is coming. Did you know that the Lord will laugh at your enemy? That ought to cause you to relax right there, knowing that God really will laugh at your adversary. There's someone who feels like you've been taunted by the enemy over something in your life. He just keeps thrusting things at you, and you feel like he's laughing at you. And I want to tell you today that God is about to turn that around on the devil. I believe there will come a time when he'll have enough, God will say enough is enough, and He'll turn that over to the enemy. He'll turn it against him. Don't worry about it. Just relax. God's in charge. Psalm 37 goes on to say, "For the arms of the wicked shall be broken, but the Lord upholds the righteous. The Lord knows the days of the upright, and their inheritance shall be forever. They shall not be ashamed in the evil times, and in the days of famine they shall be satisfied." These are promises from God. You can relax. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and He delights in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for the Lord upholds him with His hand. The psalmist said, "I have been young, but now I'm old. Yet I've never seen the righteous forsaken, nor his descendants begging bread. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in Him." These are things that can enable you to relax. Maybe it's not that you don't need another pill. You just need the comfort of God to enable you to relax, because He is large, God is large, and He is in charge. He's in charge of our lives. If we'll commit our way to Him, if we'll delight ourselves in Him and trust Him, you can relax because He's in control.
If you enjoyed today's video, we invite you to comment, rate, and subscribe for instant updates on new editions of the Life Series Weekly Video Devotion. Check out our Facebook page, Preach the Word Ministries. Just click on the link in the description below. It'll take you right there. You can also follow Aaron M. McClure on Twitter. Blessings to you, friends, from Preach the Word Ministries.